I'm gonna give Charlie's Angels one thing. At least it's not a gender swap reboot. You know, like what Ghostbusters did. I'll say that. Charlie's Angels is a new action/spy movie that is based on a TV show with the same name, but also this is a reboot/sequel to the Mick G's Charlie's Angels movies, and this movie is directed, starred, and written by Elizabeth Banks, but also we have Naomi Scott, Ella Balinska, and Kristen Stewart starring in this movie, and basically this movie is about this new technology that's going to wipe out the Earth, and this computer genius played by Naomi Scott got into it, and she is now joined with Charlie's Angels, who are these badass women spies, and they both had to go on this mission to stop this technology from happening. Now, I'm not a huge Charlie's Angels fan. I do like the show. The show is very entertaining to watch. It's just a show that knows what it is. It's a pure 80s TV show. But then the McG movies came out, you know, with Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu, Drew Barrymore. Those movies are cheesy and terrible. Honestly, those movies are just ugh. So I don't know what to think of this new reboot. Now, the trailers of the movie are absolutely atrocious. When I watch the trailers, I feel like that is more of a music video than a trailer, because it's just marketing the song of the movie more than the movie itself. Yes, this isn't the only trailer that does it. The Trolls trailer did the exact same thing. So, yeah, one of the worst marketings of the year. But I would say this could be a fun movie, you know? Seeing women kick ass as spies, like, this could be a fun movie. But guys, this movie, I'm really upset to say this, but this movie made me want to watch the Mick G's Charlie's Angels movie, because this movie was shit. It was not that good. Do I have positives with Charlie's Angels? Well, I would say this. This is kind of like The Kitchen. It has one positive, and it's the exact same positive. The three main leads in the movie were in this movie, and they kind of saved the movie for me. If they weren't in this movie would have been like one of the worst movies of the year. But thanks to those three casts, you know, with Naomi Scott, Kristen Stewart, Ella Balinska, they all did fine for what they're given, but they're also the flaws of the movie. They're just in this pile of shit. But I would say the best out of the angels in the movies are actually Ella Balinska. I thought Naomi Scott would be, but no. Ella Balinska, she's a star of this movie. She's actually surprisingly quite a badass, and I would say she's pretty attractive in this movie. But that is it, guys. Charlie's Angels probably has some of the worst scripts I've seen in an action movie in a very long time. It just follows the same typical spy movie espionage thing that was seen many times in movies before. But not just that, the plot of this movie absolutely does not make sense. Especially there are a lot of scenes that I keep thinking to myself, how did they survive that moment? Like, for example, there is a scene where basically the car is like smashing this car with the angels in it, and it just fell into the pond, like pond, river, or whatever. And yeah, they survived that shit. Also, there's an explosion like 9 meters away from them, like really close to them, and yeah, they fly off and they survive that shit. How? But not just that, the plot doesn't make sense either. There are parts in this movie that I'm like, wait, how did that, like, how did they do it? Like, this movie just keeps making me think of different things, like, how's this happening? How's that happening? And thanks to those three main leads, they're in this film, but the characters in the movie aren't interesting, especially that Naomi Scott's character just got into the Angels movie because we need a third one. They're trying to make some excuse why she's in this movie because, yeah, she's a computer technician and they can use her on a team. That is the excuse why she's in it. Like, it would have been fine if this could be just Kristen Stewart and Ella Balinska. They have a good chemistry in the film and they could be just a duo, like, you know what I mean? But, you know, we had to have the third angel because you can't have Charlie's Angels without 3 of them. There were some cool action moments, like when you see Ella Balinska slide out of the car and she's just shooting at this other car. That scene was really cool, but mostly the action in this movie is just bland. Like, you just know what's going to happen throughout the action scenes. And it could have been exciting, it could have been entertaining as shit, but I thought the action scenes are quite boring in this movie. And there are some shots in the action scenes I thought they were terrible. Like, there's this cafe fight scene that was literally like, what is going on? And I feel bad for Elizabeth Banks. Like, she's in this movie, she was fine in the film, but I feel bad for her directing because I can see she's trying to make this movie fun and entertaining enough. She directed Pitch Perfect 2, which I honestly did enjoy, but this movie, I just felt like she could have just done this movie a little bit more better. At least make the story make more sense, because this movie was confusing. I literally just don't know what is happening or what this new technology is trying to accomplish. But this movie just overall is very boring actually. Like throughout start to finish, even the action scenes, I was literally like almost falling asleep through this movie, and I feel bad for this movie. I'm usually one of those guys that defend the movie, like saying at least that is that. But I never knew Charlie's Angels can be this bad. Like the McG's Charlie's Angels are like completely better movies. They're like entertainingly bad. This movie's more of messy bad because this movie's just so all over the place. Like this movie just doesn't know what it's trying to do. There's this assassin after them, there's this stuff, and who's the leader of making this technology. Like this movie's just so all over the place, and it literally does not make sense whatsoever. Guys, overall, Charlie's Angels is probably the worst action film of the year, and I feel very, very bad by saying this. The cast, yes, they're in this film, and they did good for what they are given. But the script in this movie is terrible, the story is terrible, the action scenes aren't as entertaining enough to make it a fun movie. I honestly wish Charlie's Angels could be a better movie, and I had potential for this film. This film could have been a great movie, but honestly, this movie is just not that good. And honestly, it's one of those movies that just ruins feminism, because basically, it teaches the wrong lessons as well, like women just fighting men, like all men are bad and women are good. Like, come on, they should just be equal. Women and men be equal. That is a bright lesson we all learn, but no, it's basically the lesson of this movie is women have to kick man's ass. What a bad message for this film. I'm going to give Charlie's Angels a D+. So guys, that is my review for Charlie's Angels 2019. Let me know what you think of this film in the comments below. If you like the film, hate the film, or you thought it's okay. Just let me know in the comments below. I want to hear your opinion. Make sure you guys follow me on Facebook, Stardust, Instagram, and Twitter. Keep contacting me, and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, notified for my latest reviews, and have a nice day.